Ni hindi ya kiririkano kia uria waari president wa gatatu Mwai Kibaki guku Nairobi kuria atongoria makiria aria manarutithania wira nake mekinyitie na njira nene.
He was a source of wisdom. The way he handled the post-election violence, he did not want that violence to continue. He wanted it concluded as quickly as possible.
Gikaro-ini giki atongoria aya maigirira metha-ini wira wa Kibaki, aingi ao makimugweteta president uria mwega muno anatongoria bururi wa Kenya, na uria waukurire moko-ini ma muthungu muiru na wathani-ini wa ugwetirwo.
The humility of Kibaki surprised many of us when we were building the early phase of the government. Like many of you can remember, within the very first cabinet meeting I think we had, President Kibaki introduced to cabinet a proposal that we donate Cabernet Gardens to Daniel Arap Moi. At that time, some ministers were telling Kano people, you sit back, you didn't know how to rule, we show you how to rule, you are thieves.
President Kibaki based our foreign policy on our national interest, not on what he believed in, not on what those in his government believed in, but what we knew as our foreign policy.
Kuririkana na Profesa Kibwana uria watungatire ministry-ini itiganite thirikari-ini ya Kibaki, utongoria wa Kibaki niwe kuranirie na gutire mutongoria warutaga wira rungu rwake na guoya wa kwaga giukiuteti, kuria ningi agwetire Kibaki ta president uria wanathingatithia watho na wiyathi wa bururi na ndaguoyohagio ni guthirikio ni Kenya.
When there was any failure, he owned it. He did not throw his helpers under the bus.
I remember that we tried to have the Thika superhighway named after him. Ambassador Muthaura and I had conspired to go and convince him. And he looked at me and said, Vice President, huko hii barabara inaenda hakuna jina.
Mwai Kibaki believed progress came when every Kenyan had the chance to contribute to the nation's development.
It is clear that we all know that Kenya has the human resource and goodwill to grow to even greater heights of prosperity. As we leave here, let us hold that thought and continuously strive to be a part of the development process.
No gikaro giki kiarehe kuhananio kwa wathani wa Kibaki na wathani wa umuthi uyu kuria miathanire no yeri gerekanirio ta gikuo na toro, utongoria wa umuthi ukigwetwo kuiyura nduma ya uhinga ona thengi yaguo gukorora matagwo ni gatiba njeru.
Hii serikali ni ya biashara, watu ya intelligence wanatafuta biashara, watu ya polisi wanatafuta biashara, rais mwenyewe anatafuta biashara. Sasa these are things that would make Mwai Kibaki turn in his grave.
When you are not adequate in yourself that you are holding an office, you look for external assurances that you are actually the boss, that you are holding that office. But Kibaki was too big for that kind of pettiness. And every time I hear anybody say, don't you know I am what? I miss Mwai Kibaki.
President Kibaki listened and he empowered his lieutenants. He was not a micromanager.
Wathani wa president Ruto wahananio na wathani wa mundu rathanira nduma-ini o iria ikitie we mwene. Riu president Ruto akigwetwo ni aria aingi ta mutongoria utarenda guthikiriria kiriro kia Wanjiku ona mataro ma atongoria.
His foreign policy was based on the best interest for this country. The other day I talked about our foreign policy in Sudan that is driven by commercial interest. And I saw one of the Root of Flower girls yesterday trying to lecture me that I shouldn't talk about it because I sold to some constitution. The constitution that I and Muturi sold to is to do the right thing and to keep the law.
Hadunia Kameme TV, Leto Rakoni Bataru, wa Mwage.
The student leaders,